Today, paper has become an indispensable part of our daily lives in art, literature, industry, and a host of other applications. But handmade paper with its natural attributes scores over the mill variety in the race for a cleaner, greener environment. While the conventional paper industry uses wood for manufacture, the handmade paper producer uses agro-waste like rice straw, bagasse, wool, banana fiber, tea, rags, algae, rice husk, cotton rags, tailor cuttings, even waste paper itself forms the raw material for the manufacture of handmade paper. It is a back-to-nature credo that has found a welcome niche among environmentalists advocating a green revolution. Rag pulp requires very little chemical processing, which saves mankind from the hazards of industrial pollution, another plus point in the favor of handmade paper. Yet another advantage is that this low chemical utilization retains the natural strength of handmade paper as the fibers undergo minimum degradation. Handmade paper has also won wide support from economists in all spheres of life.
The requirement for this paper is it should be highly absorbent, it should be exactly neutral, it should have the strength in wet condition.
Being associated with my own institution for 45 years, working as principal of College of Architecture and Fine Arts, and also associated as the president of all India Fine Arts institutions. I have tried during my life all types of papers, machine-made, handmade, foreign, and our own handmade paper. I feel whatever the pleasure that I get in doing the work on our handmade paper is superb. It is sensitive. It is creating the colors in such a way that whatever the type of color that I put on paper, it definitely comes true and remains for a long time, because all the paintings which I have painted nearly 40 years back, they are as fresh as they are done today.
The first written records of man came from the Stone Age. The Assyrians wrote on stone the laws of Hammurabi, the ancient lawgiver. Early Sumerians preserved epic tales on tablets of clay. The Egyptians wrote on papyrus made with reeds which grew on the banks of the Nile. They wrote with symbols called hieroglyphics. Wood was another mode of expression of man's ingenuity. But like stone and clay, the process of transcribing was laborious indeed. Man looked about for new ways to pass on the heritage of art and literature. The advent of natural colors led to the evolution of leaf painting, yet another avenue for expression. But paper was still not discovered. The art of making handmade paper is believed to have originated in China in 105 AD. Indians are credited to have used handmade paper as far back as the 3rd century BC. In the Mughal times, the art of handmade paper received a boost. Professionals who made the paper were called kaghazis and manufactured a wide variety used by artists and writers of those times to pass on their work to posterity. Since the Mughal times, our family is making handmade paper. Since the Mughal times, our family generation by generation is making handmade paper, so we are called kaghazis. The fact that some of those still exist speaks for the enduring properties of the paper. In the boom of civilization,